Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Um, what's today? Tuesday? Oy, oy. Tuesday. I gotta get it together, folks. So one of the things that one of the amazing things about being so broken by my past relationship, and I have ownership in that too. I mean, I was like, Oliver, please, sir, can I have some more? Every time he destroyed me to another level. I was like a video game. He just kept taking me to another level, but I was going down. But part of the beauty in being completely broken, in like being on the floor, is rebuilding yourself and finding confidence to go, oh, I will never let that happen again. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than ever let that happen again. And starting to rebuild yourself in ways that you are come to enjoy so much. Like I have come to really, it sounds egotistical, but remember, ego is not your amigo. That's what I always tell my kids. Ego is not your amigo. It's not, though. It sounds egotistical, but it isn't. To really start to love yourself, to rebuild yourself in a way that you are a person you love. Because before I was broken, I was kind of lost. I think that's why I was able to be broken, because I was lost. I mean, it's hard to break very strong, confident, sound people. Like, it would be hard to break me now, although some girlfriends have done it. I don't think Michael would be able to do it. Not that way anyway. He could hurt me, but I don't think he could break me. Anyway, I'm digressing because I didn't even know it was Tuesday. That's why. My point is that I took that breaking and thought, I'm going to rebuild myself as the person I actually want to be. Who is the woman I want to be? Write it down, Jamie. I want to be this. I want to be this. I want to be this. Right? And I started working towards that woman. Okay, you're starting at 0. Let's turn that video game around and start rebuilding. Right? So that's what I started to do. And one of those things was going with my gut, taking chances on things that I wanted to do, that I believed were right for me, surrounding myself with people that made me feel insane amounts of joy. So I want to tell you a story about Taylor. For those of you who don't know Taylor, Taylor is my assistant. He's my right hand. He is my confidant. He is my mentoree. He produces my podcast. He does all my videos. So whenever I make those silly, like behind the little red desk videos or the frugal finds or any of those things, Taylor puts them together for me. I met Taylor when Jersey Belle was on the air. He came from his university to interview me. And he was like, he's a kid. He's a kid. I could be his mom, actually. And he interviewed me. And it was great. The piece he wrote was great. And then he called me to see if he could do a follow-up for Coffee Talk. And while he was in my office interviewing me for Coffee Talk, I asked him to tell me a little bit more about himself. And he told me that he loves production and video and whatever. And I had been speaking with people to hire someone to do that work for me anyway. And at that time, I was doing a Coffee Talk event in Birmingham. And I said to him, I have an idea. Would you like to come to the Coffee Talk event in Birmingham, film it, and put together, a video for me? And I'll pay you. And he was like, yes. And, I had people say to me, like, who's the kid? And why is he following you? And what is that all about? And I get it. I get when you make decisions for yourself that people don't 100% understand. It feeds into your insecurity. It makes you self-doubt. Am I making the right decision? Is this the right thing to do? Why do they think it's not the right thing to do? I totally get that imbalance. I'm not immune to that. I feel that imbalance at times. There was a time where I wanted to fix my marriage, and I had some people saying to me like, you know, I feel like Michael, you know, you can't teach old dog new tricks and blah, 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 blah. And to them I say therapy is magic, so blah. But anyway, so Taylor, the more time I spent around Taylor, the more I felt like myself. I can't explain it. The more time I spent around him, the more time I felt that my laughter for things was authentic, that my silliness was like came naturally. He makes me funnier. He makes me more creative. On paper, he doesn't really make any sense. But in life, he's like, what do they call it? Oh, chicken soup for my soul. That's what he is. And I am so thankful that I pursued that and that I stuck with him. You know, I made other career choices along the way. And I took Taylor with me on this journey. And there were people on that journey who didn't get it and questioned it and even tried to like push their superimposed authority on me. Like, maybe this isn't good for the brand. You know, if Taylor's not good for your brand, I'm not good for your brand. So we will both go quietly. And by quietly, I mean not quietly at all. Loudly and fabulous, because that's who we are. There is something about going, you are my person, and you make me better, and I don't care what other people think. And so I say this to you because had I not been broken, I would not have been able to rebuild the Jamie that would see the potential in a Taylor, any Taylor, and go, yes, I am going to pay you to do the work that you love, even though we will both make 1,000 mistakes. And it's like the blind leading the blind sometimes, but we will have so much fun, and we will learn so much together, and we will create so much together. And who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? I'm not Spielberg, neither are you. We're not controlled by, studios. And at the end of the day, if we put a video on Facebook for the Coffee Talk family and they watch it and don't love it, who cares? They'll love the next one or not. It's when you get to a place where you want to surround yourself with the people who are your kind of weird. You just go, you know what? I'm too old for it. I don't care. I want to surround myself with someone who brings out the absolute best in me, not the stress in me. I don't want to do it anymore. And I share this with you today because there are many people who feel like they are broken. Take that opportunity to rebuild yourself in the exact structure and surround yourself with the exact people that you really want to be. That is the beautiful thing about what happened to me. Yes, I was broken. Yes, it was awful. Yes, I was suicidal. I hate thinking about who I was. I hate going back there in my mind. But I am so thankful for the time I spent on the floor, because I am telling you that I rebuilt myself into the Chrysler Building. And I never could have done that had I not been destroyed. Never. And I never would have found Taylor. And so for that, or Michael, I am incredibly thankful. I love you all so much today. You too, Taylor. Have a great day.